Are you a first-time homebuyer that just feels absolutely overwhelmed and feels like they may never get into a house? Well, if y'all are one of those people watching this video right now, stick around because I'm going to show you just how simple it really is in today's market. My name is Josh Parker with the Root Group here in Austin, Texas. And guys, we are finding first-time homebuyers amazing deals, oftentimes with closing costs covered, with rate buydowns, and oftentimes 50, 60, 70K off of homes because sellers are anxious to do it. So stick around, hit that subscribe button below. Let's jump into it. So, told you I'd tell you how simple it is in today's market to be a first-time homeowner. But first I want to know, did you get run out of the market last year? Are you scared of interest rates? What is your big concern? Leave me a comment in the section below because I want to be able to help y'all get through that frustration, that scared, whatever it is. I want to make sure we solve y'all's problems. So, first things first, as a first-time homeowner, you need to understand the process. And that process is very simple if you have a educated realtor on your side guiding you through it step by step, breaking it down to layman's terms and making the process super easy. So let's run through that process just real quick. We're not going to go into great detail about it because I want y'all to reach out and let's sit down and actually go through it. We can jump on a Zoom call. But first things first, you need to get pre-approved. You need to understand what your budget is when you want to purchase that home. And that is the first and most critical step because we need to know your buying power. Second, once we get that pre-approval in hand, now we're going to figure out what you want in a home, what area, and we're going to go out and look at those areas. Now, as we're looking at homes, I need you to keep in mind that not everything's going to be absolutely perfect, but keep in mind that this is your first home, and about 99% of the people out there will either turn around and use this as a rental later on or sell it 4, 5, 6 years down the road, have your equity, use that to purchase your next and possibly final home. Now, after that point, we're going to find that perfect home. We're going to make an offer, and that is where it gets really interesting in today's market because sellers are anxious to sell. Things are sitting on the market a lot longer than they were a year ago, and so now we're able to go in, ask for closing cost, ask for rate buydowns, ask for money off the price of the home, and this is where it gets exciting as a first-time home buyer because now you have some of the power in your hands that you didn't have during the COVID time. Yes, I know interest rates are a bit higher than they were back then, but let's face it, guys, those were all-time lows that we will probably never see again. So it's important to understand your buying power and understand the power that we have to go in and make a strong offer and get a lot of these things covered for you. We'll get into more of that a little later on, but the next step in the process is after we make that offer and it gets accepted. Now we're going to do a home inspection during your option time. Now, during that home inspection, we're going to look at a few main things, and that is your foundation, your roof, your electrical, plumbing, mechanical, and those are what we're going to focus on. If those aspects of the home are solid, then you're in a good situation. You're in a good home that's going to last for a long time. If there are issues, we will ask for either repairs or money off, or if they're too bad, we just back out altogether. At that point, now it's a waiting game. Your lender is going to ask you to gather all sorts of documents over and over and over again as the process goes through. This is why everybody tells you, do not buy anything on credit. Don't go buy new furniture. Don't go buy appliances. Just don't spend money. So as we approach closing day, we're going to go back to the house, make sure that any repairs are done or that the home is in the same condition that we last saw it. Finally, closing day, we get there, we jump in, sign your papers. You're going to sign 40, 50 pages. And then guess what? It's not quite over yet. The process has to fund before you can get your keys. So you may have to wait several hours until the file funds, both parties get their money, and then I get to hand you those keys and you get to move into that new home. I told you guys, this is a very simple process that can feel very overwhelmed if you don't have somebody walking you through step by step. And as I said in the beginning of this, there are a lot of steps involved and it can feel very overwhelming as it is your first time to purchase a home. It gets easier and easier. The frustrations will never go away. The process is what it is. So I hope this little bit has helped. If you have questions, hit me up in the comment section below. Hit the link. Let's set up a meeting. Talk about getting you into that first home. Because guys, now is the opportunity for you as a first-time home buyer to get into that home this year. Reach out. Hope y'all have a great day and we'll see y'all soon.